said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. There's the pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Rush is on him. They've got the screen set up. Hard running there. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here's a hit. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keep swinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looking for room, it's Bradford. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 10 to Sam Houston.
Breaks into the open.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage of running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines, out of bounds and incomplete. It's 3rd down. He's looking to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's fired. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll toss it to the left. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country. 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because...
It's picked off. They ruined the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Oh, spin move. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And first down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. It's reverse. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Running it to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Farmer. And he'll be brought down. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Wide open downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Farmer. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
3rd down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Barco. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. quickly to the tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Turning it on. Quick step and go. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Huskers are on the move. Oh, it's a reverse. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Second down coming up. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Huskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Michigan! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Isaac. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll try to get it through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Complete to start this drive.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And 1st down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's got his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Isaac. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
At the 37. First down for the offense.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.